Treason's greetings, everyone. It is good to be with you again. For this video, I'm going to begin with a verse from Luke chapter 2. It's actually verse 11 where it is written, "To you this day has been born in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the Lord." These are the words the angel of the Lord spoke to the shepherds who were out in the field taking care of their sheep. These were the words that let them know that Jesus had been born. But the thing that's really interesting about these words is there's much more going on here than meets the eyes. And in particular, when I say eyes, I mean our eyes, the eyes of those of us who live in the 21st century, and in particular, 21st century America. Because here's what's going on. These words of the angel of the Lord are actually treasonous. They're treasonous words, treasonous claims. Because there was only one Lord. There was only one Savior. There was only one who had brought peace to all the nations in the form of Pax Romana. And his name was Caesar. And anyone who claimed otherwise, anyone who claimed in contradiction to his claim that they were Lord, that they were Savior, that they were going to bring or had brought peace to all the nations, were guilty of treason. And punishment for treason, for making such a claim, was, simply put, death. Yet the angel of the Lord, and Luke in particular, remember it's Luke who records this and who writes this down, claim otherwise. They claim that Jesus is Lord and Savior. They make this treasonous claim. And it's really powerful because Jesus is not like Caesar in many regards. And this is drawn out in the Gospel of Luke, in the birth narrative, because think about this. Jesus is born to an incredibly inexperienced mother who was no more than 16 years old. His father, the one who is to take care of him, is a simple man. He's a man who works with his hands. He's a laborer. He's a carpenter. This is who the Savior and Lord of the world is born to. This is who his parents are. And it's this Jesus who grows up in such a family who is going to bring peace to all his people. That is a bold claim and a powerful and subversive claim in the midst of the Roman Empire. In the midst of an empire that claimed that its emperor Caesar was Lord and Savior. And remember, Caesar Augustus did not come from meager beginnings. He was, after all, the nephew of Julius Caesar. And yet here's the Gospel of Luke making this incredibly treasonous and powerful claim. Setting it down, telling the people, no, it's not Caesar who is Lord and Savior. Instead, it is this Jesus from Nazareth. This Jesus who is born not in the great city of Rome, but instead is born on the outskirts or on the edges of the Roman Empire, out east, in the small town of Bethlehem, which, while it is certainly very important to the Jewish people, Jesus people, the Romans could care less about Bethlehem. And yet this is where, according to Luke, the story of Jesus' life begins. The story of the true Lord and Savior of the world begins on the edges of one of the greatest empires and civilizations the world has ever seen. That, to me, is something to think about, and that's an incredibly powerful claim. So again, Treason's greetings to all of you out there. I hope you have a great Christmas. I hope all goes well for each and every one of you. Peace to you all. I'll see you next time. And in the meantime, I'm going to Cali, so peace out.